Well, hello, MoveEasy movers. Welcome to MoveEasy Yoga with Kathy. Today is Saturday, June 25th, or whatever day you're watching this on YouTube. We're going to go ahead and start the way we usually do with the 7-minute static rest. You can use a chair or a couch, or you don't have to use anything if you don't want to. You can just put your feet flat on the floor. But if you are using a chair or a couch or something, you want to make sure that if you can, your hip and your knee are at 90-degree angles. Now this puts your lower back in traction. It actually feels really good, especially if you've been on your feet. I was baking last night, so I was on my feet for a couple hours. This feels really good. So I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 7 minutes. Oh dear, I'd set it, but it was set it for 6, so bear with me here. Okay, now your arms can be wherever they're most comfortable. They can be at your side, they can be up above, they can be in cactus, straight out, whatever feels good. And just breathe normally. Bring yourself, your breath, your essence into the room with you. Okay, 7 minutes is up. Excuse me. Stay where you are, and let's slowly roll our head to the right and the left. Loosen up our neck a little. We'll do this 3 or 4 times. Ooh. And then we're going to do the vagus nerve reset. So we're all familiar with this. Your head is stationary, facing forward. And you just move your eyeballs to the right and wait for a sigh, swallow, a gulp, or a yawn. Mine comes right away. Oh. And then keep your head again stationary. Move just your eyeballs to the left. Wait for a sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. We're activating our vagus nerve, which kind of resets our whole body. And then go ahead and do it twice more on each side without my cueing. Makes my eyes water too. Okay, go ahead and finish up. The next thing we're going to do is head ramping. Now you can leave your head on the stack of towels or whatever you have it resting on. You can put it on a set of therapy balls. I know Caitlin likes to do that. You can put it on, if you have one, a sponge ball. Now the idea here is to press the occipital ridge, which is the top of the back of the neck, to the floor and hold it there. So press, hold, and release. Press. This relieves text neck or iPad neck or computer neck, whatever you want to call it, phone neck. If you look down a lot, this kind of reverses that action on your muscle. Release. A couple more times. Press. Release. Press. Release. Okay. Good job. Okay, now the next thing is we're going to do our breathing exercise, and it's square breathing. Excuse me. So basically it's inhale for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, exhale for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Everybody's breathing is different, so go ahead at your own pace. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Just make sure all 4 sides are as equal as you can do it. Okay, finish up there. Go ahead and push your chair away or move away from your couch or whatever it is you have. We're going to do our hypopressives. So we're going to start with the classic hypopressive. So heels on the floor, feet flexed, arms, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Arms above your shoulders with your arms rounded, but your shoulders on the floor, like you're hugging a tree. And flip your hands. So your hands are pressing against the ceiling. Again, shoulders are relaxed on the floor. We're going to take 3 breaths. And on the 3rd breath, we're going to hold our breath out, empty lungs for the count of 15. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 3rd one, inhale, and exhale all the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale. Everything relaxes. Oof. We're going to do that one more time. So feet flexed, heel on the floor. Diana, I'm sure you have trouble with your asthma holding your breath out, so don't worry about it. Come down early. Arms up, rounded, like you're hugging a tree. Shoulders relaxed against the floor. Palms facing the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale all the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, come on down. Good job. Now extend your legs. Flex your feet. Right foot over left. Arms above your head. Left hand over right. Now, if you have trouble with your hands above your head like this, you can have them out to the side if it's more comfortable. Goodness. We're going to take our 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale all the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And then we got to do the other side. Left leg over right. Right hand over left. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale all the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. That's enough of that. Okay, we're doing the sideline series today. So you want a block or something to put your head on. Preferably something firm. A pillow probably wouldn't work so well. So I'm starting on my right. You can start on whichever side you choose. So head on the block, so your shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked, knees are stacked. We're going to start with the arms. So your upper arm is directly above the floor, horizontal to the floor. We're going to do the retraction, protraction, scapula. So pull your scapula back and then forward. That's the protraction. The retraction, pulling it back, just the scapula. The arm will follow. We're doing this 4 or 5 times. So back and forward, back and forward. One more, back and forward. Okay. Go ahead and rest your hand on your hip. Next one we're going to do is sunrise, sunset. So you start out in the same position with your arm parallel to the floor, and then just arm up and down. We're moving rather slowly, not super slowly, but not super fast. So these movements may not seem like much, but when you do them regularly, they do make a difference. Notice I have jazz hands. And one more, come on, up and down. Okay, go ahead and take a 10-second rest. The third movement in this series, your hand is up, sunrise. You can make a loose fist if you like, that helps me, because we're just going to rotate. And this rotation actually comes from the shoulder, not the wrist. So I like to put my other hand here so I can feel what I'm doing. So we are rotating from the shoulder, internal rotation, external rotation. So as far as you can go, and then the other way. 4 or 5 times. Okay, one more. Okay, good job. 10-second rest here. Okay, so the next movement is called a half technical snow angels, what Via calls it. So our arm is down by our hip, palm facing the ceiling. Let me scoot down just a little. Okay. Palm facing the ceiling, arm comes up and up by your head. Once it's by your head, the palm faces forward and then goes back. So palm up, arm over, palm forward, arm back. And so this movement is also kind of deceiving because it's so easy, but it does so much for your shoulder and your arm. Especially if we move slowly, so our brains can register what we're doing. Okay, one more. Palm up, over, palm forward, and back. Okay, good job. Now the next thing we're going to do is arm circles. We want to keep our torso as still as we can, and keep the arm goes back and around, and then backwards started. You know, one thing about this shoulder joint is, I believe, unless you're double jointed in your hips, it's the only joint that can do a 360 like this. And this particular movement is very good for your shoulders. And we're going to reverse direction in just a second here. Okay, and then reverse, go forward. Again, we want to keep our torso as still as possible. We're just working with the shoulder. The arm does follow. I'm hearing some cracking in my joints. Oh, man. Okay, this is the last one. All right. Go ahead and rest your hand on your hip for a minute. The next thing we do, I'm pretty sure I'm right, flying pizza. Okay. So elbows at your waist. Your forearm is facing forward, parallel to the floor. And then we just bring our hand up and rotate our forearm at the same time. So down and up and down and up. This is rotator cuff work, which is really important. I had accidentally pulled a muscle on my back the other day. It's amazing how much you use those muscles in your back and you don't realize it. And this is one of those moves that prevent that. Okay, one more. There we go. Good job, everyone. Okay, we're going to work on our legs now. So your lower leg can either be bent or straight. Straight is harder. Bent gives you more support, but your upper leg needs to straighten out. I'm going to scoot up on my mat. So we're going to do leg lifts. And again, we're going from the hip. We're not going all the way up, just as far. When you feel your hips start to engage, that's when you stop. It could be here, could be here, could be higher, but we're not doing a Jane Fonda thing. So we're going up and then down, up and then down. Two more. One and two. Okay, good job. Now give it a rest, about 5 seconds. Then we're going to go forward with a flex foot and then back with a point foot. So our upper leg goes forward, foot is flexed. Feel it stretching that calf. And then back, point your foot. Now you can add an extra move here when you're back like this. Just tighten your glutes real tight for a second while you're holding it. And then come forward again. Flex foot. Back. Forward. Back. One more. All right. Okay. Good job. Now we're going to do our clams. So you might want to bend both knees just a little bit more, keeping our ankles together, and our knee comes up. Again, not all the way, just as far as is comfortable. Once you start feeling it in your groin, you've gone too far. So just as far as this may be this far, that's fine. Clams are another of those deceiving moves that they do a lot. Doesn't feel like it, but they do a lot for our glutes and our adductors, the insides of our thighs. Okay, now we're going to do with resistance. If you have short arms like me, you want to get your knees closer to your hand. So we're going to press down with the hand and press up with the knee. So you'll feel it in the back of your thigh, your glute. And we'll just do a few of these because they are much harder. You're pressing with your knee up and you're pressing with your hand down. So when the knee comes up, it's winning, but the hand is pressing down. When the knee goes down, the hand is winning, but the knee is pressing up. One more. Okay. All right, let's flip to the other side. I'm flipping so you can see me. And we're going to start with the arms again. So arm is parallel to the floor, and we're moving our scapula back and forth. Back and forth, the arm follows. So we're just moving our scapula. Retraction, protraction. One more. There you go. Okay, let's rest our arm for just a minute. Now we're going to do our sunrise, sunset. So arm is in the original position it was, and then up and down and up. And makes me think of that song from, I think it's Fiddler on the Roof, sunrise, sunset. Up and down. Okay, one more after this, one more. Up and down. Okay. All right, hand back on the hip, just for a second. All right, now, arm up in sunrise, make a loose fist if that helps you. Again, I like to feel where the joint is moving in my shoulder. We're going to internally rotate and externally rotate from the shoulder. Should be able to feel it if you have your hand in the right spot. So that's an external rotation, and that's an internal rotation. This is my tight shoulder, but I've been working it, so it's a lot looser. Okay, one more. Okay, good job. Now the next triplet. Is the half snow angel. So our hand is by our hip, palm facing the floor. And then the arm comes up and over. Palm faces forward. Arm comes back. Here we go. Palm up. Up we go. Palm forward. Okay, so one more. Palm forward. Arm to your hip. Palm up. Arm back. Okay, there we go. Good job. All right, now the next thing we do after a quick rest is arm circles. We're going to start by going back. And again, this is my tight shoulder, so I can't go as back far. Our sides are always different. You know, right side might be more flexible than left or vice versa. But this is the exercise I do to loosen up my tight shoulder. It really works for me. And if you'll notice, your arm tends to rotate as it's going around. Okay, one more and then we'll reverse. Okay, here we go. I can feel that muscle in my back. Okay, last one. Okay. Now the third movement in this triplet is the flying pizza. So elbow at your waist, forearm parallel to the floor, and then bring your arm up and down, up, and down. Okay, one more. Okay, good job. And now we're moving on to our legs. And again, you can have the lower leg bent or straight. I have to have my hand here for balance if my leg is straight. So up and down. There we go. That's 5. And now I do have to bend my leg for this one. So foot forward flex and back point. Squeeze your glutes if you want. Forward, back, forward, back. Last one. All right. Good job. Okay, let's do our clams. Ankles together. You can have your hand on your thigh if you want. You can have it in front of you. Whatever's comfortable for you. Okay. Now we're going to do our resistance. So hand is pushing on the knee is pushing on the hand. It's like a little dance. Okay. There we go. And that's the side lying series. So let's go ahead and sit up for just a minute, just to get our heads up off the ground. We are going to do the leg stretch, and I forgot to tell you, you need a strap if you have one. Now I'm going to adjust my mat so it's against a wall. So you can put your leg against a wall if you want, or you don't have to do that. It just makes it a different type of a move. So I'm having my right foot against the wall to start with. Or excuse me, my left foot. And the right foot strap goes across. Now, if your leg is bent at this point, that's perfectly okay. What we're trying to do is stretch our hamstring, the back of our upper thigh. So we're going to hold this position for 40 seconds. So shoulders are relaxed. Hands on each side of the strap. If you want, you can gently pull back. You don't have to. This could be plenty of stretch for you. Okay. Now the next movement is to the side. So you take the strap in one hand and move it over to the side. Just as far, when you feel that first tug, go ahead and stop. It may be here, maybe here. That's fine. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor. You know, just stop wherever you feel that first pull. We're not here to hurt ourselves. Okay. All right, leg stretch 3. We're going to take it in the opposite hand, and the foot on the wall is going to turn. Your hips are going to shift. We're going to pull our leg over to the opposite side. Now your arm can be like mine. This will give you a twist, or your arm can be over and stack your shoulders as much as possible. The side of your foot now is going to be on the floor. There you go. Okay. Now we're going to do the other leg. So we're going to start with the first stretch, straight up or knee bent, whichever works for you. I like this stretch because for some reason my hamstrings get really tight. Okay. Now take the strap in the same hand with the leg and pull it over. Again, you may only go this far, and that's perfectly fine. Or you may only go this far, and that's okay too. Just as far as you can without pulling on your groin. All righty. Didn't set the timer on that one, so we're going to assume that's 40 seconds. I was wondering about that. Okay. Now pull the leg over, put the strap in your other hand. Your leg on the wall is going to rotate to the side of the foot. Your hips are going to shift. Again, your arm can be extended the other way to give you a twist, or you can stack your shoulders. Okay. All righty. So, I wanted to check my time real quick. Okay. We're going to do some quick core work. Just real quick here. So on your back, and we're going to do the tabletop leg extension. Now, Caitlin and Harvin have a great idea. Putting your hands under your hips gives you a lot of support here. So that does make it a little easier. That's great. If you find you are having difficulty, you can do one leg at a time, or you can just raise your legs, or you can extend one leg at a time. We're just going to do 10 of these. I'm going to try it with my hands under there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good job. I know we all love core work, but it's kind of necessary. I like having the hands under the hips. That's a good idea. So one last thing we're going to do is hold it 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's enough of that. Go ahead and get into position for Yoga Nidra. Make sure you're comfortable. You might want to cover your eyes. Make sure you're warm enough. I don't think any of us have that issue right now. I know we're going through a heat wave. I'm going to guide you to move your attention through internal points as I mention them. Allow your awareness to flow to these points without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, the center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, excuse me, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Begin to wiggle and stretch. Stretch your legs out if they're bent. Stretch your arms above your head. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Begin to wiggle and stretch. Stretch one side, then the other, then both sides. Now bend your right knee and hold it to your chest. Let go of that and bend your left knee and hold it to your chest. Now bend both knees to your chest and rock back and forth. Feel the massage on that lower back. Now, when you're ready, go ahead and roll towards the camera, using your lower arm as a pillow. Take a minute to thank yourself for being there for your health and your body today. And when you're ready, go ahead and sit up. I'm going to change my view to gallery, remove my spotlight. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, hold on here. There we are. Okay. All right, let's hold our hands to our heart. And I want to thank you all for joining me today on this journey. As Via says, we are all lights in this world. We're also all one light. So let's end the class by saying to each other, Namaste.
Namaste. And thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Have a nice
Hopefully that wasn't too hard for you, Diana.
Well, I was glad that the sound